Hey everyone, I'm Giovanni and welcome back to Salt and Pepper Pickleball, where we serve up that good old pickle and pasión. Alright everybody, today we are going to be talking about the bread and butter Loco Hybrid version. And this might honestly be the easiest paddle I have played all year long. No adjustment period, just great spin, great control, plenty of power. And this also became another wife-stolen paddle. So let's talk about this. So as usual, let's go ahead and get into the specs. So this is, again, going to be a hybrid shape. It's 16.2 inches wide. But don't forget that this is one of three shapes. They also have the wide body and the elongated. And now this actually comes in three different colors. Of course, here you got the brown. Then they have the all blacked out, and they also just came out with the brand new Azul, which has the blue around the blue edge guard, and also has a little bit of blue in the character down here in their bread and butter logo there. Loco logo. So moving on, the width on this is going to be 7.6 inches. The handle length on the website says 5.3. But where I measured from where the butt cap actually meets the tape of the over grip is 5.5 inches. And this has to do with the taper that they actually have here on the throat, where you can actually grab a little bit higher up and fit more of your hand on the actual handle, which right now, perfect tui right here, plenty of room for a natural two-handed backhand. Or if you put that pinky over, or sometimes if you're like me, you want to do your little golf grip and hit your backhand. Hey, there it is. Enough room for all three. The handle circumference on this is going to be a nice, comfortable 4.25. Even with an overgrip, I found that I had no issues with this. Fits my hand just fine. And now that this is my wife's paddle, fits her hand just fine as well, because she does have a smaller hand. So stock weight, this actually came in right at 8 ounces. I played with it for a little bit and I wanted it to be beefed up a little bit. I felt like it was just a little too light for me, sitting right there at the 8. So I actually modified it. I put 3-inch strips of Goat Pickleball's silicone tape on the sides of the actual paddle, so that way I could just improve all I really wanted to do was improve the stability and add just a little bit more weight to the head, so that way I could have just a little bit more plow through through the ball. So I added the Goat Pickleball tungsten tape, the silicone tape, and there she goes. I got this thing up to 8.6 ounces. Then this is going to be a 16 millimeter paddle. Plenty of forgiveness in a 16. That's what makes me happy. So this paddle, of course, the face here on top is going to be a CFC layer. So you got carbon fiber, fiberglass, then carbon fiber. Then this paddle is also going to be thermoform. The core here, the center core around the center of the paddle, is a full foam core. Is going to be a full foam floating core of EPP, and then surrounded by a nice thick layer of EVA foam to reduce vibrations and whatnot. So all in all, this is going to give you plenty of power from that fiberglass layer. It's also going to give you a much wider sweet spot because of the foam. And then it's also going to give you, because of that CFC layer, it also gives a crisper feel off of the face. So first impressions right out of the gate, the first thing I noticed with the Loco Hybrid was just how comfortable it felt right away, you guys. Some paddles take a few sessions before you can really trust them, but this one clicked almost immediately for me. By the end of maybe the third or fourth point, I was like, okay, I just need to add a little bit more weight to the sides of this paddle, and this will be perfect. And I kept playing with it, and I was just like, yes, just a little bit more weight right here on the sides, a little more plow through, and this thing is golden. And it was. But this paddle has a soft, this paddle, even though it has that CFC layup, for some reason, to me, it just felt like it had a plush feeling off of the face. Even though, like, I felt like it grabbed the ball long enough to actually give it some good dwell time, to be able to shape your shots and feel really connected to those shots instead of the ball just springing off. That's how I felt with this paddle, and that's why I liked the hybrid over the wide body and the elongated. Because I felt like it had the best of both worlds. I feel like it had the really nice sweet spot from the wide body, but then it had the power from the elongated, which is what a hybrid is supposed to do. But I feel that out of the three, this one, for some reason, just had a softer feel off the face. And honestly, I've seen several reviewers online call this one of the better balanced foam core paddles out available right now. And after playing with it, man, I can definitely understand why. Moving over to feel and control, I feel like this is where the Loco Hybrid really shines. Dinks, of course, felt smooth and control. Resets were easy to keep low. And transition play honestly felt excellent. Especially in those awkward mid-court exchanges, the paddle just feels stable and predictable, you guys. There's enough softness to absorb pace, but it still feels responsive enough where the paddle never feels sluggish in your hands. I mean, it felt plush without feeling muted. And one thing I kept seeing online again was people talking about how forgiving and confident inspiring this paddle feels in transition play. And man, I gotta say, that was exactly my experience as well. The spin on this paddle was definitely legit, you guys. I was getting really easy shapes on my drives, my dips, passing shots without feeling like I had to overwork the ball, where you're going through your motion and all of a sudden you just have to kind of rip it up. Like, I didn't feel like I had to do that. I almost felt like I was back in tennis and I was just able to follow through and just see that dip on the ball, that nice little arc. Or, you know, when I was doing my little drips to try to practice my shake and bakes, like, that thing would just drop and drop and drop, and it was just so consistent. The face just grabs the ball really well and lets you play aggressive without losing your confidence. But that doesn't take away from this thing's power. Make no mistake, you guys, this paddle still has power, but it's good because it has controllable power. I think Bread and Butter did a really good job balancing the control and the pop with this specific paddle. It's not uncomfortably explosive, but when you want to speed things up and you want to put that ball away, that nice high ball where you just want to rip it and just say, ha, take that, man, it absolutely has enough behind it. Drives come off so clean. Counters feel quick, especially when you're up at the kitchen and you get that little ball that just sits up a little bit, boom, you can just put it away. It feels really nice. And again, hands battles, man, like I said, you just put it away. It's super solid. It feels like a power paddle that learned how to behave. And then another thing that a lot of players are really going to like about this paddle is the fact that it has a really good sweet spot. I mean, it's just a forgiving paddle. The sweet spot feels really solid, and even on slight mishits, the paddle stays very stable. And is the main reason why I added just a little bit more weight here on the sides of the paddle, so that way I could increase that feeling and just have even more confidence in my swing when I was using this paddle. That's a huge reason why I think this paddle is just fun to use. And we all know that I love fun to use paddles. And now we got to talk about the real review here. Yes, another wife stolen paddle, you guys. Once she picked it up, it was game over. She completely fell in love with the feel of this thing, and honestly has not revisited her Selkirk Era since switching, and is the main reason why this paddle looks so girly now, which I actually love, because I went ahead and got her the Bread and Butter edge guard here. And then I got her, this is a new grip that I just got from You Drippin'. I didn't even know. It's called Poison Purple or something like that. Really love it. Love the tackiness. You Drippin' is hands down, is one of my go-to grip brands. I love You Drippin'. Love You Drippin'. I'm going to say it again. Love You Drippin'. And honestly, at this point, I may need to start hiding all my review paddles all around the house, because I don't know which one she's gonna pick up next and fall in love with. So my wife actually did give me some notes, just 2 little bullet points here. Paddle has very comfortable power and also a comfortable pop, which is working with her kitchen game, and she is not popping up the ball as much. She also really loves the vibration dampening technology in this paddle, because she can swing freely without feeling any kind of arm pain or vibration through the handle. Also, with her small hands, she actually really loves the grip on this and is enjoying using a 2-handed backhand with this paddle. So, moving along, who is this paddle going to be for? Man, I think this paddle is going to be perfect for players who want easy access to spin, a softer connected feel, strong control in the soft game, and then enough power to definitely finish points. And something that doesn't require a huge adjustment period either. It really feels like an all-court paddle that can do a little bit of everything, but is labeled a power paddle. That's the part that I really enjoy about the Loco Hybrid version, is that you're getting that power and you're getting that sweet spot. This is super comfortable to play with, easy to play with, and hey, I really enjoyed it. My wife stole it and absolutely loved it as well. So that goes the extra mile for me. So this paddle is retailing right now for $199, but I just checked their website and they are literally sold out of everything. The brown, the black, the blue, the new blue azules. I mean, they are just all sold out. And not only just that, their t-shirts are, the Loco t-shirts are gone. The Loco hats are gone. The Loco stickers, the Loco slice caps, all that stuff sold out. So that means that Bread and Butter is having a really good time with this paddle and with all their accessories as well. Because even their edge guards are all sold out, and they have 2 different styles for the Loco sold out. Man, they got to be doing really good and feeling really happy out there. But if you're gonna buy this paddle, don't forget to use my favorite Bread and Butter ambassadors code, Mr. Tim, for that 10% off, okay, you guys? So the final verdict on this paddle. Overall, I think the Bread and Butter Loco Hybrid is one of the more enjoyable paddles I've played with recently. It's balanced, comfortable, has great spin, and makes the game feel fun. I don't know what it is about what Bread and Butter does with their paddles, because I said the same thing about the Psycho. I said the same thing about the Loco. I said the same thing about the Shogun, even though I ended up not liking it at the end, because for me, it just wasn't a good fit. But other than that, I really enjoyed that paddle. Also, the Invader. The Invader was a great paddle, had a lot of fun with it. So I'm telling you guys, if you guys don't know much about Bread and Butter, they have fun, easy to use paddles. I'm telling you, check one out. I'm pretty sure you're not going to regret it. This is definitely one I can see a lot of players loving as well, especially if you want that softer feel without giving up power. Like I said, this does have a CFC layup, but in the rotation of all 3, I think that this one has a softer feel to it. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this review. Let me know down below if you tried the Loco Hybrid and if this is a paddle that you're looking for. But guys, please don't forget about my pickle list. Has over 250 current members. It has over 800 reviews from normal players like you and like me. So let's get on there, throw some reviews on there, and try to help some people save a few dollars or entice them to add to their collection. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. But like always, you guys, don't forget to keep smiling, keep laughing, and keep playing pickle with pasión.